And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56.
Pin the mirrors back and go full street. Slam, slam.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At their 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
45.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Tight ends on the Ringo. You got 3 down.
Easy, opposite.
Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Looks to throw, fires right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And the Buccaneer first down.
50 go now. 56 is the mark. On the arm. Check 3.
First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's convert. Flip. Go. 5-0. White.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
5-1.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Kill.
Under.
Switch.
Relax.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, kill.
He's checking.
Tonight.
Crash.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
Check pass.
To throw is Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
3rd and long for Winston. He's got Evans. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready. Black 25.
65.
Again, it's Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
26-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bree's going to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Young lady.
45.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to work. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there out of Kamara. And even 50 yards on the ground.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They did a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we...
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Buccaneers 10, Saints 7. Bradley Pinion to kick it off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze caught here by Conley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
The Saints, first down.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
First and 10 at
57
the
to
40-yard
Mike.
line.
57 to Mike.
Hey, kill.
Show it up.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
5-9. Kill.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
Now on second and 13. Breeze, he's got the hook up with Conley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ready.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here in the NFL. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
5 over 50. 5 over 50. Check three.
To throw, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Saints 14.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Breeze. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. He's crashing. 5-9. Check the crack. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9. 5-9 You go tight.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready.
Now, Breeze again. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The first down throw for Winston. Jones has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This is Jones. Still on his feet. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 24.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
No. Easy, opposite.
Here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. They've got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 76 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Easy.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Jameis now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Touchdown, defense.
Easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. They run it again with Kamara. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Easy, opposite.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go. 57.
From the gun, it's Brees. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Over.
Yo. Check.
Shotgun now for Brees. Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the... And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Watch the slant.
53.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Check.
Now Breeze.
Let's go, defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
They're running it. Check.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. A pass complete here to Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Tight on the left. Move.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
6-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. 80 weapon. Check 25. Check 25. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Two kill.
Check 24.
Hey, two kill. Two kill.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Easy.
45. Mike, 45.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check 50. Check 50.
And ready. Now.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They're looking to throw this. Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Check, 47. Check the out. Easy. Hey, check right 47. Check right 47.
Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Slam. Easy. Hey, 5-0. Hey, let's get him converted. Come on. Hey, let him go.
Here's Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Buccaneers.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
0-2.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's got the lane, and there's... And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tampa Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.